am Jill Baird. If you are new, please subscribe, like this video. So today's class is a Tabata class. It's unilateral, meaning we're going to work one side of the body and then the other in isolation. So it is perfect cross-training workout for runners, but it's a great total body workout for anyone. You will need a mini band. I'm using one that's on the lighter end, so I think they usually come in at least a 3-pack, maybe a 5-pack. If it's a 5-pack, I would use one of the middle range bands. If it's a 3-pack, I would probably use the lowest resistance band, but you can test that out in the workout. Since this is a Tabata, we're gonna have 8 rounds of 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest before we move on to the next exercise. So that'll actually work out to 4 rounds of the exercise on the right, 4 rounds of the exercise on the left. We have a standing move and then a mat move, a standing move, a mat move, and we'll end with a standing move. So if you have a mat or a towel that you want to be down on the ground with, I would grab that now. Make sure you have your band. Please, please, please make sure that you've warmed up before you start this workout. There is no jumping, but it is nice to warm up your glutes and your core. I have listed a playlist of warm-ups down below, and I've also linked a playlist in the card up above. So this workout will be done in 21 minutes, and you will have a total body strength workout. So we're going to go ahead and get started with a split stance deadlift. And for this first exercise, we're going to do all on the right and then all on the left, just because of the placement of the band. But for the remainder of the exercises, we'll be switching right to left. All right, so go ahead and bring the band under the ball of your right foot. Your left knee is bent, the front of your chest is open, the shoulder blades are snuggling in towards one another, and then we're exhaling and squeezing that right glute to come up to stand. All right, so there's round 1. We have 3 more on this side, and then we'll move to the other side. So loop your shoulders down and back. Trace down your leg with your fingertips to just below your knee. Squeeze your glute and come up to stand. Don't overarch by pressing your hips too far forward. Think more about using your glute on the right side as a braking mechanism to stack your hip over that heel. And then if you're feeling extra balanced today and you want to take this into a balance move, I'll show you how you can do that. So you're going to extend the left leg straight back behind you, and then you'll come up to stand. Exhaling to stand and inhaling to hinge. So think about your butt going back. I'm going to plant those toes, the right or the left toes, back on the mat for this next one. And this will be the last round on this side. So lengthen your chest forward, butt back like you're slamming the car door. And then keep your gaze forward. If you notice that your gaze starts to fall or that your shoulders start to hunch in towards one another, it means that you've gone too far down. All right, so I'm going to bring the band underneath my left foot. My right tippy toes are on the ground in line with my left heel. And then same thing. So take a nice grip on the band and come up to stand. All right, 2 more rounds. Or 3, I'm sorry. That was the first on this side. I was getting ahead of myself. Stay present. So this strengthens our hamstring and our glutes, which is so important in running. It's not just quads. And this is really good for our core as well, which without our core being turned on, we're just like a pile of jelly, a puddle of jelly on the floor. So super important for all facets of life, but really helpful for keeping you safe as you run. So a strong core protects your low back, and then strong glutes protect your knees. And the stronger those muscles are, the harder they're going to work for you in that run. Last one. So inhaling as we lower with control, and then exhaling to do the work. And you can exaggerate that exhale. It really engages the deep core muscles, engages the pelvic floor. All right, that was the end of our first round. So take that band off. We're gonna have a 30-second break, of which 10 seconds has already passed. So we're gonna come down onto our back for the next Tabata. So for the next 8 20-second intervals. And you're gonna bring that band around your shoelaces. And you're gonna bring your legs out long, fingertips behind the ears, and we're going to be doing a bicycle. So on the left side, I'm driving that left knee up as I lift my head, neck, and shoulders. And then we'll do the same on the other side. And then the third round, I'm going to show you a modification that you can do if that did not feel right. So it's sort of like a sprinter sit-up here. Upper body moves first. So this is hip flexor and core on the leg that is bending. Okay, so another option is to tabletop your shins, so knees stacked directly over the hips, fingertips out wide. And then as we exhale to twist the right shoulder towards the left knee, we extend the right leg. They're both challenging. They both work the obliques, and they just work the hip flexors a little bit differently. So I'm going to do this other side this same way. So my left shoulder is working towards my right knee as my left leg extends. And the low back stays flat on the mat. All right, so I'm going to come back down and do it. I'll alternate again. You can choose whichever way you liked best. So upper body comes up first, and then the knee drives in. If it's too much to have the elbows out, you can bring it up into a sprinter sit-up. All right, so I'm going to do that on the other side as well. I actually like the sprinter the best. All working the same muscle groups, just depends on what feels right in your body. And in any crunch-based movement or movement where you're bringing elbows towards knees or upper body towards the knees, start with the upper bodies. It's just a better way to do it. I'm going to tabletop my legs again this time. So slight tilt in the pelvis, low back flat on the mat, head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. My right shoulder is working towards my left knee. Exhaling as I twist and inhaling as I come through center. All right, other side. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad these are only 20 second circuits, or work periods. So left leg straightens, right shoulder works, or left shoulder towards the right knee. I'm having a lot of problem with my words today. It's getting all jumbled in my mind. Exhaling to lift and twist. All right, that one's over. We're back up on our feet. And this next move is going to be an archer's bow. So I'm going to hold the band like a bow and arrow. I'm going to row back with my right elbow as I step my left leg back. And we're going to stay single side this time. All right. So right knee comes back to hover. The right heel is stacked directly over my right toes, and then my elbow is pulling back to row the band. So now we're going to switch sides. I'm going to anchor the band with my right hand, and it's my left leg that's going to be stepping back, and my left hand, left elbow, that is rowing. So strengthening the upper body, which is important in all aspects of life. But if you're a runner, it is important to have a strong upper body. Those arms do help to propel you. All right, so right leg steps back, left hand anchors the band, and the right hand pulls it back. So make sure that that left knee, the front knee, stays stacked over the ankle. Outer hips are turned on. Okay, let's switch sides. This is our, at the end of this side will be our halfway point. And then squeeze both glutes to come up. So this is also an excellent workout for if you're traveling, because minivans are really no excuses. I mean, you can throw this thing anywhere, in your pocket even. Okay, right leg is going to step back. Focusing on the glute squeeze to lift you up. All right. Left leg is going to be stepping back this time. It's also the left elbow that is rowing. So after this round, we have one more each side, and then we'll be moving down to the floor. So right leg stepping back for the last time. Extend that left arm. Last one. Ooh, lost my balance a little bit there. Need to squeeze my glutes a little bit tighter. All right, that was the end of our third round. For our first round, we're not actually going to use the band. We are going to be down in a side plank. So a side plank can look like two different things. You either have the bottom knee resting and the top leg extended, and we're going to be threading the needle, or you're down on your forearm with your heels stacked, and we're threading. So I'm on my left elbow, please join me. Imagine there's a little campfire underneath your left side body, and you're lifting that left side body as far away from the mat as you can. So lifting with that right hip. All right, so now I'm going to rotate over to the right side. I'm going to stack my left foot on top of my right, tuck my tailbone under, squeeze my butt, squeeze my quads, and then I'm lifting with that side body. And that side body is nice and fired up because 2 circuits ago in our bicycles, we got it nice and fired up. All right, so I'm going to do this round on my knee. So my left knee is down, my right leg is extended, just so you can see. And then I'm going to thread and open. So squeeze your butt. I know in a plank, a lot of the times we don't think about glute engagement, but it's super important. Our arms aren't the only thing working in a plank. Okay, so other side, right knee is on the mat, tuck the tailbone, squeeze the butt, right shoulder directly over the right wrist. Keep squeezing your butt. Don't let your butt and your legs off the hook. Okay, I'm going to go back onto my forearms. So left forearm on the mat, parallel to the front of the mat. Core is pulled in, nice and engaged. And what does that mean? Well, imagine you were laying on your back on the ground, and your dog or your baby or somebody was going to crawl onto your tummy, and you brace it, right? So that you brace for impact. All right, right elbow flat on the mat, thread and open. And then look out towards the side, or you can follow the thumb. Don't look down at the mat. I just caught myself looking down at the mat. And remember to bump those hips up. You don't want that fire from that little fire pit burning those obliques on the side body. So rainbow with the side body. So perfect vacation workout. It's fast. All you need is a mini band, and it is total body. But you don't have to be on vacation to do it. You could just imagine that you're on vacation. The workout is a vacation. All right. I like how my mind led to that conclusion. Threading and opening. Thread and open. If you wanted to get extra spicy the next time you do this workout, you can lift that top leg and even further work those abductor and adductor muscles, these inner thigh muscles. So it's adduction when we bring them together, and it's abduction when they move away from the midline of the body. All right, we have one last circuit here. And we're going to bring the mini band around our shoelaces, and we're going to come down onto the floor in a tabletop, and we're going to do a donkey kick. So pressing the right heel up to the ceiling like you were serving a tray on the bottom of that right foot. So anti-rotation, we don't want to be opening up to the right. Okay, so now I'm going to do that same move. On the left, I need to readjust my band. It was slipping off. So give yourself a good foundation through your palms, and then put your mind in your glute muscles. Okay, I have to fix my band. All right, back to the right side. So make sure your belly button is pulled back and in, slight tuck in your tailbone so that your low back isn't doing the exercise. It's your glute and some hamstring. And then don't overextend and arch through your low back. This move can also be done without a band, or it can be done with a dumbbell behind your knee if you had access to a dumbbell. Keep your gaze out in front of you. Inhaling as you lower with control and exhaling as you press away. So if you think about the inhale and the lower, if you just let that leg go, the band would like fling your knee back to the mat, and we're working against that. Right side. So mine keeps slipping up around my left ankle. That's okay, it's fine. It's still giving me that resistance. And then again, think about flexing those toes back towards your knee. All right, let's see, I think we have this side and then one more each side again. So, are your shoulders tense? Are they creeping up towards your ears? Relax them down and back, away from your ears. So your buns should be on fire here, friends. There might actually be smoke coming off of your rear end. All right, last time on the right side. You know, and if you were feeling extra spicy, you could hold it up and pulse it. And then if you want to incorporate these moves into a pre-run warm-up, you could do each move for a number of reps rather than for time. I like the Tabata timing because it's challenging even though the time is short, but if you did, you know, 10 to 12 reps of each exercise and then maybe went through it 3 times or 2 times even, that will be a very solid pre-run warm-up. So this is our last, I had to double check that, yes, that was our last move in our workout. So carefully come up to stand, take the band off. Thank you for working out with me. I really appreciate it. I know you have a lot of options when it comes to fitness, and it means a lot to me that you choose to take classes with me. Please let me know what you thought about this workout, and maybe even let me know what you'd like to see in a future class. Friends, take good care of yourself, take good care of the ones you love, do great things, and meet me back here very soon. Bye.